All right, well, our next talk is Faye.
Go Green Bay Packers. Okay, next. All right. My involvement with HYPE, which stands for Helping Young Professionals Excel, started in 2010. The Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce was looking to develop a program that would engage the young professionals in business and community. So they picked about 12 young professionals that belong to member organizations, and with the help of the chamber staff, we spent the last quarter of 2010 planning and developing the launch of the group, which took place in January of 2011. Our target demographic is 21 to 40. However, we do not age discriminate. But what we do is we provide professional development workshops and seminars, personal enrichment events, social and networking events, volunteer opportunities, as well as community and nonprofit education. So we do a lot in our powerful little group, and by remaining accessible, what we've done is grown to an engaged, local, and active group of nearly 300, and a social media following of about 1,500. So I'm here tonight to explain a little bit about how HYPE works to engage the young professionals in the community, with my security blanket, just in case, and also why it is so important. So to the employer, here's the deal. We live in a college town that turns out an incredible amount of educated young professionals that want to stay in Bloomington, and you can't really blame them. It's an outstanding commodity to this community. And sure, starry-eyed, wet behind the ears, naive, all of these things can be used as perhaps descriptors for those of us that are newbies to the workforce. But as an employer, here's what you have to remember. We are also the most hungry to prove ourselves. We are the risk takers. We are the go-getters, and albeit maybe a direct result of naivety. But if you have a young professional in your organization that is engaged or is open to being engaged, they're the ones to watch out for. According to Gallup, there is about 100 million full-time workers in this country, and 50% of them, which is 50 million workers, certainly some of them young professionals, are not disengaged, but they're not engaged either. They're just kind of there. And that's what I call low-hanging fruit. As an employer, your support to encourage them and go out and get involved is such an easy and low-cost way to increase employee loyalty and satisfaction. And further, as an employer, if you send them out as the representative for your business into the community, that speaks a lot to us. It means that you trust us and you are ready to let us take things to the next level. So let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything before I move forward. As young professionals, what we can gain from being involved with a group like HYPE is business knowledge, business skills, personal skills. The list kind of goes on. But as an employer, arguably, one of the most important things that you can gain is the community knowledge. So if you're doing business in a community like Bloomington, I think we all know that it's pretty imperative that you keep your finger on the pulse or you're going to be left behind. So why not send that young professional out in the community and let them be your community informant? To the young professionals that are in the group, if you have not found something that you're engaged about or passionate about yet, just go out and do so, because I can virtually guarantee that whatever you are interested in, there is an organization in Bloomington that supports it. Further, it is really important that we support the community that supports us. And every January, something that HYPE does is we have a nonprofit fair where we invite local 501s to come and share their mission with our constituents. As a direct result of this endeavor, we have some of our members and our constituents that serve on the boards of directors for organizations such as Stepping Stones and PALS, and we've worked with a number of different organizations in the community, including Habitat for Humanity, Hoosiers Outrun Cancer, Hoosiers Hills Food Bank, Boys and Girls Club. The list just kind of goes on. So as a young professional, it's really easy to go to your desk and sit behind your keyboard and think, why the hell do I need to get out anywhere? I can connect with anybody, anywhere in the world, sitting right here at my computer. But We cannot let face-to-face interaction get lost on us, and arguably it's more important than it has been ever because it is the way that you can differentiate yourself in the sea of today's electronic communications. So we want to encourage you just to go out and get out there and get involved and be more and do more, because just learning more is going to put you in a better position and is going to help the community that you are a part of. So clearly, I am passionate about hype. It's very obvious. And I wanted to just take a minute to tell you about why I think it's important, because it has meant so much to me, and I really, really do believe that it is part of the lifeblood of Bloomington. We have to continue to make this community as fantastic as it is and continue to sustain that. I've learned more about Bloomington in the past 4 years that I've been involved with hype than the 7 years that I was in this community prior to being involved with hype. So that to me just speaks volumes. I have gained incredible knowledge. I've been able to be a part of panels and events and discussions and groups, all because of hype, that I wouldn't have otherwise had the opportunity to do so. But most importantly are the people, the friendships that I've cultivated, the relationships that I've developed, and the community organizations. The witnessing that I have had of the power of people helping people is really something that is uber inspiring. So what I would just like for you to take from this today is just to get out and get inspired and get engaged, because I promise you will inspire someone.